Hi, boys and girls. Your old pal here, Tony Horton. And you know what? We're in our final week of the 5-week challenge. And so I'm curious, how'd you do? Or how are you doing? Hopefully you've made some changes. Hopefully you've got your plan, you've got your reasons why. You understand that regular exercise pretty much changes the way you look at the world. It affects you spiritually and mentally and emotionally. And I know it certainly does for me. A lot of people are discovering that regular exercise prevents the need for various medications. I can tell you a tremendous story about a guy by the name of Sterling Purdy, which is a crazy name. Sterling Purdy. I met him during my Sunday workout one week, and he came up and he looked amazing. He was super fit, but I didn't know what he looked like before he started P90X. And his story was that prior to exercise, he was on type 2 diabetes medication, high blood pressure medication, depression medication, and asthma medication. So he's taking this crazy concoction of all these pills to try to help solve his problem. He was using his mouth as a means of trying to fix his issues. Too many people suffer from trying to get smaller through pills, potions, and processed foods. Now, pills, potions, and processed foods are going to create really nothing but a conundrum for your mind and your body. So the key here is there's 3 categories of folks: people who do nothing, so nothing happens, or things get worse. People who try to to have somebody else do something for them, through whatever, pharmaceutical means or drugs or alcohol or the wrong kinds of foods that are filled with too much fat, sugar, and salt. What I'm asking you to do, and what I've asked you to do in the last 4 weeks, is to do something for yourself. Sterling Purdy lost 45 pounds and no longer needs any of those medications, none of them. He had been on asthma medication since he was a teenager, and all of it's gone. Now, is fitness going to save your life? Well, I've heard not dozens of stories, not hundreds of stories, but hundreds of thousands of stories, just in person or via email or phone calls over the course of the last 10 years, how physical activity and changing your diet has changed people's lives. Now, I know over the course of the last 4 weeks, maybe you've struggled. Maybe you missed 4 or 5 workouts in a row. Maybe you sat down to a bucket of chips while watching a ball game. That's okay. But, there's also 3 kinds of people. People who don't know better, right? They just they're out there, they're buying the silly ad machine, or they're buying some food in a box that they're supposed to eat to help them lose weight. Or they're just, they're being bamboozled by the industry, the weight loss industry. I used air quotes. Oh, my goodness. It happens. But you're not that person anymore. You're a person who knows better, right? So you know what you're supposed to do. You know that you're supposed to work out 6 days a week. Cardio and resistance, rotating those 2 things, minimum 20 minutes a day. Now you're into your 5th week. Turn those 20-minute workouts into 30-minute workouts and 40-minute workouts. People say, Tony, man, you must work out 2 hours a day. I work out 45 minutes to an hour 6 days a week. For some folks, that seems daunting. And for others, it seems like, wow, that doesn't really seem that much. And so it's about taking baby steps. In our first week, it was just an introduction, all right? The beginning of movement, learning about what to eat and what not to eat. And now, here you are in your final week, so you know a lot more. You're not somebody who doesn't do anything, and you're not somebody who doesn't know better and doesn't do something. You're somebody who, I hope, has this information, like so many other people who have bought either Power 90 or P90X or any of my other programs, and understands the importance of regular exercise and eating healthy food. Because what's going to happen is you're not going to become a victim like so many people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. And trust me, I'm in my 50s now. It's coming. If you're watching this and you're in your teens or your 20s, you think, oh, I can do whatever I want. Cheeseburgers, Dr. Pepper, woohoo. Ride my motorcycle without a helmet. I'm a madman. I'm a madwoman. Guess what? Danger, Will Robinson, because time is ticking, the future is coming, and the end is miserable if you don't take this information and heed it and make it serious in your life. Look, we sleep every night, we eat meals every day, we brush our teeth. These are things that we do every day, all the time, because we understand the importance of it. Our culture does not teach us to exercise 6 days a week. It seems like a complete anomaly to most of us. But the people who figure out that formula and learn to eat better foods that are higher in protein, higher in fiber, and lower in fat, sugar, and salt, learn that their lives go in a completely brand new, super exciting, high energy direction. I'm an example. I'm 52 and I act like I'm 12. And you think it's just because I take drugs or eat hamburgers? No, man. I do it because I understand that if I exercise today and I make healthy food choices today, that my life will be better today. And that is the truth, and it's the truth for everybody. There are certain universal truths that we think are, true, but they're not. That one is. Eating right, exercising regularly, and guess what? Nobody does it for you. You make those choices. And you know what the other key thing, and the thing I want to finish on today is, find the thing that fits who you are. You don't like Pilates, don't do it. You don't like yoga, don't go. You think, Tony Horton's P90X is silly, which is just odd, then don't do that. Take a dance class, play competitive ping pong. I don't care what it is. Get off the couch and stop sitting in front of screens so much. I mean, this is an amazing vehicle for me to communicate with you guys. But it's not about sitting down and eating garbage. It's about getting outside, meeting like-minded people, and changing your life. And that's what exercise and eating right will do. It has for me, and it has for tens of thousands of people in this country who are beginning to get it. And I hope you do too. It's been a fun 5 weeks. I hope you learned a thing or two. I've certainly had a blast. And hopefully we'll do it again. Tony Horton right here, P90X.com or Beachbody.com. Go to those websites and you'll learn a whole lot more. Thank you so much. This has been a blast.